Do you find yourself procrastinating, deciding to do something with your mind and actually not working out at the end? And then you think to yourself, oh my God, I wish I'd done that, which was my gut reaction. This video will sort of move us into the understanding for us to see how to remember and to bring on that inner light wisdom. It's Nicola Light here, remembering us all back into our own light through our empowered journey. Come and join me in this particular video, which will bring in a little bit of understanding from a mind perspective and also your inner light wisdom. That means your intuition and your connection to your higher self. So if you want to get deeper into your energy flow and really start to get into that intuitive gut reaction into moving forward with action, come and join me and I will talk you through what it is that I get from my own journey with my own inner guidance, and I present that for you in my video contents galore, which you check out all of the videos, and there's so many of them, for you to really get on board, to be empowered with your journey and to remember who you are. So come and join me in the video. See you there. Dukianto okoramakiat and okra pakianta sulu ulus nduku ulan ekwanasha dikitana ashna. Dan anishobayan okulos nukul un ntuku ulusha. San ekwan atitishim molukosh makietam. We listen with our ears and we take in the information, what it is that somebody's telling us, from the words that are spoken into creation, what we do to take action. And when we take action, we then align ourselves into an experience, because within the experience, there are choices that we can make. There is a right turn and there is a left turn. And depending on which way we take, whether it's left or right, however we perceive it to be, we take action and therefore there becomes an experience. But as we rise into our vibration of a higher realm of understanding ourselves, of inner standing, and our wisdom igniting within inside of ourselves, we start to get this inner wisdom ignition come in with more intuitive mind popping in. And then the higher self comes in and starts to activate within us a little bit of, oh, maybe you should do this, like a little whisper in our ear. But do we take action from that internal wisdom, or do we procrastinate and then make our choices, which will then give us a little bit of procrastination, a little bit of a downfall into actually through the experience we find ourselves saying, oh, we shall listen to myself. Okay. Just letting you know that I've got some dentist work being done, so I've got a little bit of a lispy thing going on here, a little bit shiny, so having some work done. So with that in mind, moving my teeth into alignment, please just be aware of that with my speaking in this, in the next couple of months, actually. Not a couple of months, 5 months. 5 months worth of teeth stuff going on. And actually it's probably going to be longer than that because I've got loads of stuff going on. But okay, I'm not going into detail of that. But I'm sure I will share it with you later. And I'm sharing it with my Patreon group. So if you do want to know the ins and outs of the gossip of Nicola's teeth, then go on my Patreon and then I'll tell you all about it on there. Anyhow, let's get down to the quest at hand, which is actually taking action on your intuitive, and I can really say that with my teeth, but intuitive mind process into taking action, so that then we get it in that now moment. Okay, let's tap into some light codes. Remember, the light codes will give you an inner light wisdom ignition within inside of yourself if you allow it to receive. Okay, you have free will in all of this, and whether you continue with this video, but if you want to really get online with the connection to your higher self, then this video will assist you. Okay. This is something that I'm working on personally, so this is my perspective. Please take what resonates with you and what doesn't, just sort of leave it to one side. But these are the ins and outs of how it all works from my perspective, of course. Okay. I've been asked to draw a box. And if we see ourselves in the box, we're going about our daily business and we're going along and we're saying, oh yeah, amazing life, I'm really tapped into the universal system, I've got energy moving through my central column of light and I'm grounding it into the original template of the earth system and I'm feeling mighty fun. And the universe says, oh, Nicola, or whoever's listening, oh, there's something that's coming up in the next journeying as you move into this next moment, and you're saying, that's interesting. Something comes up, and aligning to it will take a brave step into your intuitive mind. And to take that next step, we need to take action. 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 Looks like a film roll, doesn't it? And from our past experiences as we go, so our past, we learn through our experience, okay? Or not. Or not. That's the point. As we move along in our life, we go from one to another box, to another box, to another box of time. We find ourselves experiencing from our past experience. And the universe is going like, flipping out, she's not learning. How can we get through to her? We start to raise in our vibration, and with that rising in vibration, we start to get this intuitive nudge from the universe. Our higher self comes more embodied. She comes in more into and downloading more intelligence in, and you're going like, oh, boom shakalaka, I'm getting really high vibey here. But the mind is playing tricks on us when it comes down to the fact of that we have free will. And we can take a left or a right turn. We can say, oh, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. That sits in the mind. But the universe is trying to come up with a gentle suggestion of take this. But when we procrastinate and we don't take action straight away, there's a misfiring and it doesn't happen. When you get to this next stage here, you go, I would have done that if I should have done that, and I could have done that, but I didn't. This creates regret. And when we regret something, we say to ourselves, oh, God, if only I'd listened. If only I'd listened to my higher self. If only I'd listened to my intuition, my gut feeling, I could have done here, and I could have, should have, would have done this. Okay? From our past experience, our mind says, okay, no, you're a bit better off sort of doing this and making your own decisions, because it's coming from a sense of ego. When free will comes in from ego, the mistakes are happening or happened, so that you then go into an egoic response of then seeing that you actually then regret. So that past now moments of regret can be then cleared from your system. And this goes into safety. So to keep you safe, the ego then says, okay, no, don't do that, because actually your survival may be dictated within it. But if you take action and then you then receive, then the ego can go like, oh, that's good then. And then it gets more comfortable with you taking action from a higher level of understanding. And your past experience doesn't hold regret in it. It says, oh yeah, baby, that's amazing. From that intuitive step that I took into action, I now see that actually the universe has my back and I trust the whole process and the plan. Boom shakalaka. So free will turns into trusting and not into regret. The intuitive mind steps in. So when you step into this next now moment in time, this next intuitive nudge, you'll start to feel something come in and then do it. Okay, do it. Rather than thinking, should I? Shouldn't I? What do you think? Should I? should I? And then you don't freaking well do it. You don't do it. And then you think to yourself like, oh my God, a missed opportunity. Duh, feeling. No. Okay, duh. So we have our physical body and our energetic field tapping into the original template of being. Your gut feeling that sits here links into the heart. And when you have a gut feeling, this intuitive nudge, as well as the intelligence coming in from higher self, you then start to spark that intelligence and you take action. But if you don't, energetically, this is what happens. Within the sacral space, you get a sense of fear, because the fear may be, well, if I take that action, then maybe this might happen. This is when we move into duality. And then as that energy comes up through the central column of light, it then reaches into the mind. And energetically, what happens is the mind goes like, sorting it out. I'm going to sort it out. Because the ego says, I'm going to sort it all out. It's a dualistic experience. Is it this or is it this? Is it yes? Is it no? Is it maybe? Is it what? Procrastination? Oh my God. Tick, tick, tick of the clock. You've missed your opportunity. You miss the flow state of the next moment in the box. And then you go like, and you do nothing. Sometimes this is beneficial because the ego will be saying, well, maybe it's not ready to pop yet. But if something comes in that says to you, go do this, and then you don't listen, then that's where you woulda, coulda, shoulda come in. So, energetically speaking, gut reaction, like, ooh, let's do it. Do it immediately, and action will give you the rewards. Otherwise, the brain will go left or right. And energetically, it splits the mind into non-action. So it's like an energetic pulse that comes up. It stays for a moment in your third eye position. This is the intelligence coming in. It's going like input. If you wait with not responding, it then goes down and back up again and into duality. So it comes down. Oh, deep realization. Oh my God, this is what I should do. Take action. And then it moves down and up. But the delayed action will give you a clearing and deep realization of past now moments of things like, as we said, regret. It might bring up a little bit of anger that you didn't respond. That freaking stupid feeling. And then you then bring this up. Now, do you allow that to perpetuate in your time box this way? Do you say, oh, okay, I always do that? Do you always do that? If you do, why do you always do that? Is there a cord contract hook within the time space that fractured your soul into the experience, and you left a piece of you there so that you regret all the time because you don't take action of like flipping thing? Or is it that in the moment you didn't and you're rising through the journey of it? There are many different perspectives upon this in itself, isn't there? So the deep realization in myself this morning, when something arose yesterday that I didn't take action on, this morning I was like, oh, I could have, would have, should have. But this morning, when something came in, I was like, right, I'll do it that now. And I did it in an instant. And I did it, and then I got a really good outcome. So, perceptions of reality and taking action into creating your reality is coming from a two-pronged effect. Is it that it is coming in that you're not taking action to clear something within you that actually stops you from taking action? Or is it that you're actually learning through the rising up of vibration that you're the creator of your reality? And if you take action in an instant, that then the manifestation then comes into being, and it then projects itself forward with not the coulda, woulda, shoulda, but into the da-da, I did it. Fabuloso. Thanks, universe. And it comes in like that. So many different sort of ways of analysing the mind, the higher self connection into, and the energetic response of, is it showing you something you need to clear if you keep woulda, coulda, shoulda in? Or is it that you're stepping into your higher power of flow state by taking action? Either way, it's perfect, but it's not if you woulda, coulda, shoulda. Okay? Are you learning your lessons? Are you perpetuating cycles? Because if you're not learning your lesson, you're not doing your inner work. There is something within it that you keep responding into the ego that stops you from aligning to a higher mind intelligence to download that. Keep slapping yourself in the face with a wet fish, you're going to get a bit stinky and a bit sore on the face. It's not a nice experience. But if you go forward and you go like, okay, trust the process, trust the plan, my intuition is telling me, go do that. It's going to be for your benefit. But as soon as you don't bring that into action, then you'll go like a couple of weeks down, like, missed opportunity. Is it fear holding you back? Is it anger holding you back? Is it sadness holding you back? Is it loss that's holding you back? Is it regret that's holding you back from making those points of attention into action? What is it? Is it a sense of lack within you? Is it a sense of pride within you? What is the feeling that hooks you into the past to take action? Is it your self-worth that you are saying, actually, I'm not going to take that action because of this, this and this, I don't deserve it? Is it within the conscious mind? Is it within the back end of the subconscious mind? If it's subconscious, we need to bring it forward into action. So whatever it is, see it for what it is energetically, so that you can then bring that forward and allow that energy to move through the central column of light, so that we create this abundance of experience as we download the data from the universe higher self, rather than up from the sacral and into the mind of saying, I know better. I have free will. Yes, you do. But free will on an upper level of understanding will actually give you a better journey in the better sense of a more of a flow state experience. So it's almost like you send a message up to the universe and go like, do you know what? I have free will, but on those important action messages, you take over. I trust you. You take over the baton by you saying, there you go, Nicola, I know what's best for you, therefore listen, and I will make those decisions for you as a free will perspective. You're not giving your power away. You're bringing yourself, higher self, into your body and say, I surrender to you. Come in my pure essence of light, so that I can rise through the journey of it into pure manifestation by taking action, not procrastination to think that maybe I could have, would have, should have, or left-right choices. When you get to and you get to it's past. And you're going to make a decision where you're not going to take action. Or if you get to that space of time to make a decision, then bring yourself back into your initial response. Your initial response, what should I do in that regard of shoulda, coulda, of ego, free will perspective. Alagianta, alligata. And sometimes You need to dive in through the experience of it so that you can then learn through the experience, because that's what we're here for, isn't it, ultimately? So, from me, Nicola Light, I'm going to leave this information with you. It's a very interesting subject, or not, depending. And if you've got to this point in the video, you will be interested, so that's okay, isn't it? Or is it? It's up to you. You have free will. Or are you going to allow yourself to sit with this and to move through and say like, Nicola, she keeps popping into my mind. Why is that? Maybe join my Patreon group. It's $5 a month. Honestly, it's got so much content in there. Or if it's like, Nicola keeps popping, book a session with me, you know? Take action into what it is. If it's like, I need to go and do that light language course, Nicola's, okay, go and do it then. Procrastination, deciding. If the universe has aligned you to me, there's a reason for it. Mostly it's like, I don't know why I keep listening to this lady. She's a little bit crazy. And she's got these funny visualizing at the moment. She speaks really weird and she does really good. But she does really good drawings. So I'm going to stay here and not unsubscribe from her channel. See, ego kicking in now, you see? I feel like I've got to explain myself. I really do not. So higher mind comes in and she sort of course corrects the ego Nicola into, if you decide to do this, thanks Susie, then do it. Be authentic. Let the ego just shift a little to the side and make space for higher self to come in so that you take action. Okay? And if it's a case of thinking, oh no, I can't afford it, then there's lack in your system. Fear of missing out. There's lack in your system. Fear in your system. Okay? You got this. We're all moving through this together. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't done already. Check out all the details below if you feel that you're drawn to me. Okay, so just know I'm here, I'm of service. I will keep presenting these videos as long as I am guided through this journey of my own inner healing work. I will present what it is that I'm finding out about my inner light wisdom, of really stepping in this particular video, about really taking action on my first initial response so that I then get the best outcome by taking my action, not sending it up into mind and go like, should I? No, just go do it. Okay? If it's non-emotional, it's take action. If it's emotional, maybe consider it because you're in the 3 real realm of experience, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video, which I normally post on a Monday and Friday. I'm going to try and get back into, now I'm settled into Sweden, more into live streaming. And also I'm doing my groups as well that you can connect with me on my website, nicolalight.com. If you want to come and join me on my light language wisdom sessions, which are probably around about every month. And then I've also got on Friday the 7th at 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, a call which is tapping into higher levels of consciousness. So we do a group healing. So you can go and visit my website and book in your booking on there, or if you're on my VIP Patreon, you can get that as it's inclusive in your membership. So go check that out as well. Okay, take care everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. And have a great day. See you all soon. Take care everyone. Bye.